Welcome to another edition of Reyes Power International. Today I want to talk about recovering without drugs. Now, an experienced bodybuilder or powerlifter knows that the main benefit of performance-enhancing drugs is increased protein synthesis, which rebuilds muscle cells damaged by intense training. Now, the PEDs are broken down by the body at the molecular level. The PED molecules move into the muscle cells and activate androgen receptors. Now, some, not all of the muscle cells increase protein production. Now, the increased protein repairs the damaged cells and builds new cells. Now, performance-enhancing drugs also shield the muscles from the stress hormone cortisol. Cortisol is harmful because it breaks down muscle tissue. Now, performance-enhancing drugs block cortisol from binding to the muscle cells' receptor sites. The result is less muscle fatigue and therefore quicker recovery time. The downside of PEDs is high blood pressure, high blood volume, and elevated kidney and liver values. So how can drug-free trainees increase protein synthesis and block cortisol without PEDs? Trainees generally expect the solution to be either fleeting or expensive to achieve. Neither is the case. Now let's take a look at protein. As of 2019, research indicates that the ingestion of 0.31 grams of high-quality protein per kilogram of body weight maximizes protein synthesis during the recovery phase following intense exercise. In fact, protein synthesis is stimulated only in the presence of a high-quality protein supply. Another supplement that has been proven to block cortisol is not only common but inexpensive. Enter vitamin C. In controlled studies performed on rats who were subjected to stress, vitamin C prevented the expected increase in cortisol. Rats that were not given vitamin C had 3 times the level of cortisol. Magnesium is another inexpensive supplement that helps control cortisol levels. Now, it suppresses the ability of the brain's hippocampus to stimulate the release of stress hormones. Now, it does this by reducing the release of ACTH. That's the hormone that tells your adrenal glands to excrete cortisol. Magnesium also reduces the responsiveness of the adrenal glands to ACTH. Now, this process, of course, consumes magnesium stores. So when magnesium is low, the point at which your adrenal glands produce cortisol is also lower. Now, at this point, even mild stress can trigger a substantial release of cortisol, further depleting the body's magnesium stores. Supplementing with magnesium on a daily basis can reduce the chances of this happening. The amino acid L-Taurine lowers cortisol by facilitating the production of the amino acid GABA, which works as an inhibitory neurotransmitter in the brain. Now, GABA lowers neural cell activity in the brain and central nervous system, facilitating sleep, reducing stress and anxiety, and calming one's mood. Now let's take a look at caffeine. Caffeine is known to raise cortisol levels to the same level that is experienced during acute stress. It does this by inhibiting the release of GABA. Now, whether one is drinking coffee or taking a caffeine supplement, caffeine should be avoided by anyone attempting to recover from intense training. Now, sleep is another factor that can affect cortisol levels. The body is more likely to produce cortisol when sleep deprived. Now, subjects from numerous studies who were deprived of sleep had elevated cortisol levels later in the day when cortisol should be tapering off. Now, there's no disputing the fact that PEDs are superior to any supplement or strategy when it comes to protein synthesis and blocking cortisol. But the options that I've discussed in this video will aid anyone who wishes to optimize muscle recovery while avoiding the side effects of PEDs.
I'd like to thank everybody for watching today's video. I've been power bodybuilding now for 37 years, and I want to share that information with you. So if you've enjoyed today's video, please subscribe and share with your friends.